Doing it back here again for our video, and in this video I'm back here in the movie room because I recently made some changes to my movie room and I wanted to do a video showing them off to you guys. Now, as you guys know, I'm always trying to come up with new and interesting ways to display my movies in here and trying to find new ways on how to get more space out of the shelves in here, and I'm always moving things around. And recently I've done some changes to my movie room, including one of the biggest changes that I've ever done in my movie room, and I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out, but I wanted to get your guys' opinion on it. Now, as you guys know, I have my main white shelf in here that has all my horror movies. It's the second biggest shelf in this room, next to the big brown one that I have behind me. This is the biggest one. And as you guys know, on my white shelf is where I have all of my horror movies. And the first four shelves of my main white shelf, I had different collections displayed. Like in the first shelf, I had my Halloween collection, and then on the second shelf, I had my Scream Factory collection, and then my Evil Dead collection, and my Child's Play collection. Well, last night I was kind of thinking, since I have my first four shelves on my white shelf, filled up with different collections, I actually don't have a lot of space for any new movies that I'm going to be getting. It actually left me with only two shelves for any new Blu-rays that I might get, and then the rest of my shelves have DVDs on them. So I was trying to come up with a way of where I could, I didn't want to sacrifice a collection. I didn't want to take down, like, I once thought, maybe I should take down my Child's Play collection or, something like that, but I didn't want to do that. I like having different shelves dedicated to different collections, and I wanted to be able to display them and have them, like this in my room, but unfortunately, I had less shelf space. Well, last night, it was about 10 o'clock at night, I had this idea, and I just went for it. It was really spontaneous. Like I said, it was 10 o'clock at night when I did this. I actually moved my entire Halloween collection to the top of the shelf, where I've been keeping my Blu-ray box sets, or my horror Blu-ray box sets, and I displayed them out, and I really like the way it turned out, and I want to show them to you guys, so I'm going to go ahead and show them off right now. So here they all are, right across the top, my entire Halloween Blu-ray, DVD, and VHS collection. Now, what I was trying to do was I wanted to keep all the different editions that I had of each movie together, which means that I have, DVD releases and then VHS releases together of each film. Like, I didn't have just, the DVDs together and then the VHSs together. Originally, I did. If you guys remember, on this shelf right here, I had all my DVD releases of my Halloween movies on this side and VHSs. But when I decided to put these up here, I decided that I wanted to keep all the different releases of each film that I had together. So I have the DVDs together, the VHSs together, and then of course I have the Blu-rays together as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and give you guys a quick close-up. So first right here we have the Halloween, the 15-disc deluxe edition, and then I have the Halloween, the 35th anniversary edition, Digibook, the Steelbook. And then I have my two copies of Halloween on DVD right here, the single release with the slipcover and the 25th anniversary edition 2-disc set. And then I have my three Halloween VHSs displayed right here, and I really like that I can display these like this. I have my late 90s Anchor Bay release, and then I have my Blockbuster exclusive, which I love that cover. And then I have this release, and I love it how you can see the lenticular cover. It changes from Michael's mask to the classic pumpkin image. I just love that you're able to come into my room and see that. I love that you're able to see all three of my VHS releases displayed right here. And then moving on, this is my Halloween 2. This is my German hardbox, and then I have my different DVD releases of Halloween 2, and then my two VHS releases. Then I have my DVD release of Halloween 3 and my two VHS releases, and then Halloween 4 and 5 on DVD. And I wanted to display my Halloween 4 and 5 VHSs because I love the poster artworks for Halloween 4 and 5. Halloween 4 is probably one of my favorite poster artworks for the entire franchise. I just love that image of Michael's face right there with the house behind him. It definitely has one of the best. The poster has one of the best the best masks, I think. The movie not so much. I really wish that the movie's mask looked like it looked like on the poster, because I love the way that that Michael's mask looked like on the poster. And then I have the Halloween 5 VHS displayed, which again, absolutely love that image of Michael's mask and the knife with Jamie right there. And then I have the Halloween 4 and 5 VHS clamshells, and then Halloween Curse on DVD, VHS, and then I have the Producer's Cut Blu-ray right here, and then go on H2O, DVD VHS, Resurrection DVD VHS, and the 25 Years of Terror documentary at the end. So yeah, I really like the way that this turned out. Like I said, I wanted to keep each release, each edition of each movie that I own together. So like I have, the DVD release and then the VHS, and then I really like the way that it turned out. And now that I have all my Halloween editions on the very top, I had this space right here empty. And so I moved my Scream Factory releases, which used to be over here, and I moved them over here. So now this is my Scream Factory shelf. And then I moved my Child's Play collection, which used to be down here. I moved that up, so now I have my Child's Play collection displayed. Like you have the complete collection Blu-ray set, the Scream Factory release of the first film, my sealed copy of Child's Play on VHS, and then my childhood copy, Child's Play 2, 3 and Bride on VHS. Then I have my Chucky's 20th Birthday Edition on DVD, and I have, Cult of Chucky on Blu-ray. So I really like that I'm still able to display, my entire Child's Play collection. And I decided to keep my Evil Dead collection where it was. I've shown this off before, so I'm not going to go into detail, but I decided to keep that where it was. But now that I was able to move my Child's Play collection off of this shelf and move it up, this entire shelf was empty, and so I was able to move my entire horror Blu-ray collection, or almost my entire, single disc Blu-ray collection. Of course, I have box sets and steelbooks, but my entire single, standard Blu-ray, horror Blu-ray collection, I decided I was able to move it all on this shelf right here. And then there's just a little bit right there, and then I have my 2 Vestron videos. And now that means that I have this entire shelf I can still fill up, and then I have this entire shelf empty, and this shelf empty. So moving my Halloween collection gave me space, gave me 3 extra shelves now, empty shelves that I'm able to use. And now I have a lot more space for my horror collection because, I'm always buying new, getting new things for the collection. And then, the last couple of shelves are, my DVD collection. So I'm really happy with the change that I made. I really like how I was able to display, my 3 Halloween VHSs. I like how I'm able to keep, each release of the movie, like the DVD and VHSs together of each film. Obviously, when the new film comes out, I will, put that, of course, up here, and I'll have to make more room. And whatever release and then obviously if they re-release the original film in the 40th anniversary, which I'm positive they will. I'm really hoping for a 4K release. I haven't gotten into 4K, but once they, if they do release Halloween on 4K, which I'm pretty positive that they will for the 40th anniversary, that will probably be my first 4K title. And I'll have to, move it around a little bit. I'll probably have to, put my VHS tapes closer together, and it'll go right here, probably in between the 15 disc deluxe edition and my 35th anniversary edition digibook. But let me know what you guys think. I did kind of think about maybe moving the Blu-ray of the Producer's Cut of Halloween 6 over with the other, put it next to the complete collection set, which I might do that because I do kind of want to keep the Blu-rays together and then have, the DVDs and VHSs, go all the way down. So I might do that. But now you guys are probably wondering, well, if you know I have all my Halloween collection up here, then where did I put the other Blu-ray boxes that are at the top? Well, I just moved them over here. First we have the not Halloween, the Phantasm collection. I have that right here. And then I have the Exorcist set right here. So I still have space for these. And, you know, I'm happy with just having this entire space dedicated to my Halloween collection because Halloween is my favorite franchise and I'm going to continue to buy different releases of the films that I find. And so that collection is going to be the biggest, as, you know, in my collection. As far as other horror franchises, I do want to pick up a few more, you know, Blu-ray sets, you know, of them, but I don't need as much space because, you know, like I said, I'll probably just end up getting one, you know, Blu-ray set of a franchise and then I'm done. You know, it's not like Halloween where I want every movie on DVD, every movie on VHS, you know, and there are still a few I want to get. Like, I want to get the Nightmare on Elm Street set eventually. You know, that's one. Now, I'll show off another change right down here. I've actually moved my Laserdiscs down here to the bottom. I originally had them in my other room, and I wanted to move those out because I was actually running out of space for my collectibles because these were kind of taking up some space on my collectible shelves, and so I decided to move these. I took all my independent films and I moved them to another place where you will see them shortly, but you know, I just have a couple of my favorites displayed. I have the Pulp Fiction Laserdisc and then Jurassic Park and my other ones right here. You know, and I'm glad to have these in my actual movie room because I think they belong in my movie room. Alright. Now move on over here, and this is my, oh sorry, hang on a sec. Let me go ahead and close this window so it won't be so bright. I have moved, this is my box set display shelf, and I have moved a few of my DVD box sets to the shelf. Like right here I have the Alien Quadrilogy DVD set next to the Alien Anthology Blu-ray set, and I also moved my Dark Knight Trilogy set. Now as you guys know, the Alien Quadrilogy set and the Dark Knight Trilogy set used to be on the top of this shelf right here, but I've actually moved those because I wanted to move my VHS tapes right here, my Anchor Bay clamshells, and a few of these other VHS sets over here because those used to be on the top of that shelf, but obviously now that I have my Halloween collection, I needed the top of this shelf for my other box sets, and so I decided to move these over here, and then the 3 DVD sets that were on this on the top of this shelf, I moved, you know, the Alien Quadrilogy set and the Dark Knight set over here, and then I moved the Bonnie and Clyde set up there. I also have the I Am Legend Ultimate Collector's Edition from Warner Brothers. I have these up here on top of this shelf right here. And like I said, these are just, you know, my Anchor Bay clamshells. I have a rental of Hellbound Hellraiser 2, the unrated version, Bride of Reanimator, and a sealed copy of Magic, as well as the Basement Big Box set that is, you know, classic retro shot on video films on DVD, as well as the VHS. And then right here, I have all of my independent films, which, as I said, these were originally on the shelf that I now have my Laserdiscs. But, you know, I've got, you know, some cool stuff. I've got the Cella Turcica DVD signed by everybody from Toe Tag. You know, the Adjust Your Tracking documentary, Dustin Mills films, Sleazebox films. I got the Manson family, you know, and just a few other screeners. So I have those right there. So anyway guys, that is it. These are all the new changes that I decided to do to my collection. Like I said, I just came up with the idea to move my entire Halloween collection to the top of my shelf, and I just did it all last night, 10 o'clock, you know. Mom and Mike, they were downstairs asleep, so I had to be quiet. But I think they're gonna be fine there. You know, obviously I can't, you know, since the, you know, the floorboards are a little bit squeaky and they, you know, they're kind of, I have to be kind of careful, you know, if I put too much pressure, you know, on there, or if I, you know, move around or, you know, bounce or whatever. Obviously, some of these might fall over, but you know, I think it's the VHSs that will probably fall over. I think the DVDs and the the other ones are, the Blu-rays are fine. So it's not really something I really have to worry too much about. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think about all the different changes that I made. Let me know if you guys like the way I displayed my Halloween collection, because I wanted to keep them all together, and I really like the way it turned out. And let me know, if of any other thing about my movie collection. Let me know if you guys like the way I displayed my Laserdiscs or VHSs. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching. As always, if you guys want to follow me on Facebook, I'll leave a link down below, as well as my Twitter. And if you guys want to join my movie collecting Facebook page, I will also leave a link down below to that as well. Anyway, guys, thanks everybody for watching, and happy Michael Myers Monday.